Here we go. We're just gonna start Dragon Age Origins Part 3 here. Resume. Here we are, and we just left my little elven village, which was right over here. Because this is actually the field where Tamlin and I met those humans. So they must have been really close to our camp there. So we're just gonna retrace our steps.
Defend yourself!
I cannot get this combat to stop blaring. My goodness.
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn?
That would make sense.
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
I think I would have noticed.
Let's move on and hope we don't meet any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
I'm covered in blood. Nothing I won't recover from.
You do look quite pale now that Meryl's mentioned it.
It's my default skin tone. What are you implying?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Let's go.
I hate when people say, forget I said anything. Like that's gonna actually make you forget they said anything. At all. God, what happened to you, Meryl? You look so much different here. So Meryl is actually the apprentice of the Keeper. That's why she was sent. So she's gonna be the next Keeper in line. So whenever my Keeper... Oh!
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here?
It's probably Duncan. But anyway, before she interrupted me, when our Keeper bites the dust, Meryl will be the one who takes over, and she'll have an apprentice of her own, and she'll train them in all the ways of the Keeper. So all the secrets that we've gathered, she's going to pass on and so forth. Maybe it belongs to the Shemlin who found me.
You're probably right. Didn't he say he was headed back to the cave? If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that?
Let's loot his stuff. Just gonna throw that out there. He's not here, so let's kill him. I mean, not kill him, but take all his stuff. No forest creatures. It's way too quiet.
Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Maybe I just turned down the sound too much. Careful, I don't like this.
It seems whatever you woke up inside that cave has spread outside. The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Aye. Alright.
I'll do it.
Still sad about this. Just killed it and moved on, which was absolutely ridiculous and completely unnecessary. Oh, let's throw him in the thorns pit.
I like that. Brute! Fight your battle!
Follow your lead!
What's this?
Now I'm feeling like really reminiscent of when I was standing here heckling Tamlin. Hey Meryl, you want to go in the spike pit? Huh? A little bit? Let's see if we can find some locked items. No? Alright. I wonder if it'll let me pick up that flower now. I know I need you. Give me this. Fine. Well, at least the cave is still here. Wouldn't I be like look completely insane if like this was completely gone and it was surrounded by like daisies and butterflies? Maybe a couple of penguins and some tutus. You know, the standard.
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about.
Jeez, man. Don't talk like that. You don't know.
You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
Just lady, that's just dark. There's the wheelbarrow. The turnip wheelbarrow of justice. Seems good. This is broken down. More of these guys. Secondary wheelbarrow. So I'm just gonna go for the straight line through because it's... never mind.
Now this should be amusing. It's a fight. How lovely. We must act.
Oh, we're still fighting. Oh, get him! Alright, there we go. Wow, that looks fresh. Duncan, why? Oh. Why didn't you see that coming, ma'am?
Why do they bother? Now this should be amusing.
Ah! Use.
It's a fight. How lovely.
I really like the level design in this. It's a lot of fun. A lot of detail. That's clearly a trap. Come here. Stop running.
I'll put you in your place! Careful!
Oh my. That should be amusing.
Take that!
I feel like more of these sarcophagi are open. Like whenever I was looking through these, I swear the vast majority of them were closed, but most of them are open now. That'd be nice if these Genlock were hiding like inside. Be a lovely touch. Gosh darn it, this door. Oh, do I have any lockpicks? No. How about you, Meryl?
I shall.
You're good for nothing.
It shall be as you say.
I forgot where I'm supposed to go. I think it's this way. No, it's this way. This way. No, it's not. It's the other way. Dang it, me. How do I get lost? I'd get lost in a tunnel. I'm just that talented. It's Odin's girlfriend. Hey, how you doing? It's been a while. How's the kids? All dead? Okay, here we go. Boink.
Of course.
That is like a really dramatic scene going on right here.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn.
You're not
I
covered
thought
in
I
blood.
heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
If you heard the fighting, why didn't you help?
I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andera Tishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger.
You told her you'd be in no danger, and yet you're thanking us for saving you from said danger. Meh. We're looking for our brother, Tamlin.
So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror.
Yeah, he touched the mirror, and I blacked out.
I see. That's unfortunate.
What?
The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
He touched it, and it was like a Darkspawn bomb, and infected the both of us. As well as the general area. So that's not good. So it's true, I had the Darkspawn plague.
You have it still.
Oh.
And it will infect others so long as this mirror exists. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
So, basically, after he touched the mirror, I got the Darkspawn plague, which is incurable. And the Keeper managed to save my life, but she did mention that something was trying to bleed the life out of me, if you remember. So basically she just temporarily won the battle. Now that she's moving the clan, though, I can't rely on her to be around for me to not get the lifeblood from me on a daily basis. Then what should I do?
First, we deal with the mirror. It is a pestilence and a threat. It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure.
Alright, if I'm dying, why not just tell me where the cure is?
It's not that simple. I would tell you more, but I must first speak with your Keeper.
What about Tamlin?
There is nothing we can do.
I'm still alive, he could be too.
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
I'm not ready to give up the search just yet.
If you prefer, I can wait outside while you look around, but I assure you he will not be here. I suggest, however, leaving sooner rather than later. You are sick, whether you feel it or not, and it does you no good to linger.
Then wait outside. I'll be out when I'm ready.
As you wish. I will see you back at camp.
Alright. If we had, from the get, just come up to this mirror and bashed its face in, we wouldn't have had to go through all this. This was the shiny I saw. This is where Tamlin wouldn't let me go.
The unnatural are always so
Oh!
What's this?
I'm gonna take out the R2.
We must act! How dare you! I will never as you desire. Die, damn you!
We did well!
Of course.
Looting the bodies as I walk. Looting the bodies.
And so I shall.
Ooh, boots. Commemorating the emergence of and short-lived trading
Well, all right. As you desire.
relationship with dwarves who dug too high and
And so I shall.
too frugal and struck elves. Cool. Ah, son of a gun. I think I've gone through every part of this place. It's been so long since I played this. I remember certain parts, but I don't feel right just leaving here without Tamlin's body, at the very least.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him?
Nothing. He's gone.
I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Darlene, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Very well.
Tell Haren Pyvel what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
gotta point out, she told me her first and only interest in the entire endeavor was finding and saving Tamlin. And yet, she just mentioned that she told Meryl to bring back peace.
Again, the Grey Warden returns. This seems an ill omen.
I miss Tamlin.
Aww.
I want him to come home.
Man, that kid punches me in the feels every time I talk to it. Her. It. Bleh. Bleh.
Well, all right.
Not possible to pick. What the... You know what? There are a couple of people I can talk to here that are good to fill in some of the elven lore.
You bring sad news. The Hala can sense it. They are restless and paw at the ground.
Yeah, I bring bad news. It's the only kind of news my character ever brings anywhere. Very glum. Ooh, more Kodak stuff. I love Kodak stuff. But who the heck left a scroll full of history just back there? This is rude. Hey, tell me about my parents. You, tell me.
Oh, thank the creators you're safe. I questioned the Keeper's wisdom at sending you off while you're still sick, but my doubts were misplaced. Tamlin isn't with you. Is it as everyone fears?
We never found his body.
Oh, poor dear. This is horrible news. Please take care of yourself and get better. We can't bear to lose anyone else.
Yeah, cheer up, Mom. The Grey Warden knows a cure for my illness.
That's good. I thought the shaman's arrival was a bad omen, but perhaps I was wrong. I will see you soon, my dear. You make me very proud.
Aww.
Yes, my dear?
Tell me about my mom. Can I convince you to tell me about my parents?
You've much to do with Tamlin still missing. I will tell you another time.
Man. I want to fill up my codex. I want to know what happened to this character's parents. Paul. Okay, he has a name, which means he's important.
Hello there. I don't think we've met.
What?
Hello there.
You have a name?
I don't think we've met.
Oh, maybe I should have talked to him before I went out and searched for Tamlin. Oh, another scroll. One I already clicked on. Good job, past me. Meryl.
I wish we'd had more time to examine those artifacts. Perhaps another time, if the Keeper thinks it's wise.
Thing was gonna give you, like, the Darkspawn Plague, just like it gave me. And Tamlin.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us?
It's my fault. I failed the clan.
You've done nothing of the sort, Dalen. Do not blame yourself. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
I don't recognize that poem.
Our ancestors did not age as we do. The Shemlin brought a quickening to our blood that changed us forever. Instead of death, those weary of life would pass into Uthanera, the waking slumber. In doing this, they made way for the young, It was supposed to be a beautiful time, a celebration of the Elder's long life and contribution to his people. Alas, we have no such ceremonies these days.
Will you prepare a service for Tamlin, please?
Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
Thank you.
I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
He seems honorable for a Shemlin.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask.
Man, we just had a super sad moment. I don't really want to go and pick on Duncan right now. Did elves ever live in caves?
I've never heard of such a thing. But, in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost.
I would like to hear more about our history.
Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course.
Oh wow, this really goes.
Then I'm sure you have much to do. Unless you've other questions.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
That was all like a lot of stuff that I can read in the codex for you. Alright.
Your Keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
Dude, my heart hurts right now. You don't really want to provoke me. What does this have to do with my cure?
Everything, I'm afraid. The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that, but it means joining us.
I will not join out of pity.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
Why should we trust this human keeper?
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty, and your salvation.
This is the only home I've ever known. This is my home.
A home that Darkspawn may tear apart. This way you can find a cure and protect your clan. Have courage.
I cannot express my sadness at sending one of our daughters off into such danger. Away from the clan that loves her. But if this is what the Creators intend for you, Dalen, meet your destiny with your head held high. No matter where you go, you are Dalish. Never forget that.
If this is my duty, then I will go.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Dalen. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I would like to stay for Tamlin's funeral.
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Dalen. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Dude, I just had my heart ripped out of my chest. And you want to stand here and be all perky? Can we skip the introductions? It's been a long trip.
I remind you that you speak to the King of Ferelden.
Don't worry, Duncan. You must both be eager to reach your tents. Have you any news before I go?
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well. Didn't you bring me here to help bring down the Darkspawn blight?
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now.
Why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Alright, so I'm just supposed to believe every word you say because you say it with a man bun in your hair and a smile on your face. Alright, I'm cool with that. Wonderful. Let's get this over with then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is
Challenge
another Grey
accepted.
Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Alright, that seems like a good cutting point. So... oh my god. Go away, all the notifications! There it goes. Alright, so this seems like a good cutting point here. So... that was a, not so funny piece there. That was mostly just hearts getting ripped out. I forgot how soul-wrenching this game generally is. Like, this was my childhood, so nothing's really that big of a surprise for me, but going through it again is like, it's an experience. It's, not like playing the game the first time. I was actually crying at this part, but it still does hurt my heart a whole lot. And then we got to insult a king, so that was pretty nice. But we're going to cut that here, and part 4 will be out tomorrow, 9 a.m. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, or do all 3.